Test.
Hello? Hello? Here we are.
Yes.
Hello, Matt.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing good, too.
Here at Youmacon Battle Opera 2018.
Let's hear it. Yeah, no, it's good to be back. I was on the stream earlier, commentating a little excerpt. I missed you. We just discussed this, but so sad. This guy got eaten by DBFZ.
DBFZ is a powerful game.
It's something, all right. It's currently actually delaying the Soul Calibur stream, which is the reason you're getting me for pulls here.
Yeah, DBFZ lasted so long, I missed my gear pool when I wasn't even playing.
Are you? Oh,
yeah.
Good, cool, great. It's a funny way to put it. All right, so we got some UNIST that's about to happen. We got Sonic Spear versus I don't know who this other person is.
Excellent.
So Sonic Spear is a Columbus, Ohio player. So I'm from Columbus, Ohio, so we play all the time.
Your boy?
He is in fact my boy. He's a Miko player. He played Carmine in EL, but for this game he switched to Miko. And he was going to switch to Seth for a while, but I think that's been put like permanently on hold because he's been like practicing Mika more. So just double down on the character, whatever.
I feel like anyone playing a character below mid-tier is just kind of always maybe switching to Seth at some point in the future. The Siren Song.
That's the Siren Song of Seth. That's a funny way to put it. I mean, Seth is just so good, right? Like, and Monty. So Monty is a vampire player as well, and he plays Fish in Vampire. Like he has a history of playing like pretty offensive characters. And Mika is definitely an offensive character, but Seth is an offensive character.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know why he's making the choices he is, but Mika's a cool person and a good girl. So whatever.
Mika's a fun character to play for sure.
Yeah.
It's a little unfortunate that she lacks a proper vorpal trait.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunate is exactly the right word because I don't know if you know this, but there was like an interview where they asked about that and they were like, "Yeah, we forgot." Ooh. Yeah.
Yikes! Big yikes!
That is what we call a bug, folks. Yeah. All right, so it's looking like we're gonna get some Mika versus Gordo. I believe they already did button checks. I wasn't paying attention because I was having such a lovely conversation with you, but.
The fabled back half of Team Scythe.
Scary Eyes. All right, so Sonic Spear just waiting. Yeah. So Sonic Spear, something I'm expecting to see in this set is that Sonic Spear has very, very, very good defense. It's kind of actually very hard to open him up. And he is totally willing. So Under Night is a game where if you have good defense, you can leverage it to gain tempo, right?
Yeah, because of the grid system.
Because of the grid system, exactly. So Sonic Spear against people who haven't proven that they can open him up is totally willing to just wait there for you to break on him and then do that to you. Take a convincing round like that.
That's kind of, if you want to play a grappler, you have to be able to play that playstyle.
Yeah, sure.
Like, you absolutely have to be able to block for a while until it's your turn to run set play.
Mm-hmm. I think for Sonic Spear, it just comes from like a history of playing like bullshit poverty games, where like anything can happen to you at any time, so you absolutely have to be on point at all times. Like stuff like that just makes me personally tired. Like,
yeah, I mean you can only block C-Roa for so long.
Yeah, right. I was watching Melty Blood yesterday, and C-Roa, listen, is a bullshit character. I like watching that character. I don't think I like playing against that character. I don't even play Melty Blood.
Man.
All right, so should we talk about Under Night at any point here?
We got to do it quick because
all right,
Sonic Spear took that first game so fast.
Yeah, I think Scary Eyes got like one clean opening in 2 rounds, which is pretty. I would call that convincing for Sonic Spear.
Yeah, Mika, for all of the faults, Mika is still a grappler that moves fast.
Yes.
And that can be very difficult to deal with on defense if you're not prepared and you don't know what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so that was just like random 5C into charge 5C, and now
nice conversion off the trade.
Yep. So Sonic Spear is very cognizant of when his buttons trade, and yeah, see, we're gonna see it again. So 3C is Mika's option select button, her anti-air option select button. And Sonic Spear is so ready to deploy that in random situations. And so what Sonic Spear just did there was a really late meaty to leave him super plus on Beast Cannon. So he had plenty of time to basically do whatever he Oh my god, just pokes out with 2A. All right, so this is going to be probably about 3K. No knockdown, just waits. Oh, does the spin move. So that move is it's like 5 frame startup. It's upper body invuln, and it's only like it might be like 8 frame startup or something, and it's like -5. But Mika can cancel.
So.
Well, you have Vorpal available, and Mika can cancel it into an upper thing if you try to punish it too much. So Sonic Spear.
No, Mika, watch out! Oh no!
Yeah. Oh no! Oh Mika. Dang. Okay, so the other day I was actually playing against Sonic Spear, and we went to timeout for the first time in a very, very long time, and I won that timeout. So I had the opportunity to look at Mika's pose when the game times out, and she just gets these giant, sad anime eyes, and just like, it made me. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'll give you the round. Holy shit!
You can have this one.
Oh, do you need like a juice, dude? Like,
do you want a glass of warm milk?
Exactly. Yeah. Can I tuck you in, please? Please. Just don't look at me like that. All right. So we got Miller versus Teddy Treebark coming up. So Miller is a Lean A player from Michigan. One of the 2 Lean A players from Michigan that I expect to see here. So the other one is Ju, who I'm sure will be coming up on stream eventually. And Teddy Treebark is a Byakuya player from Indiana.
Yeah, he plays Guilty Gear as well.
Yeah, plays Millia in that. I think made top 8 this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Scary Millia, so I'm very interested to see what he's bringing to the table in UNIST.
Yeah. So this is going to be interesting because Miller. So the 2 Lines in Michigan, Miller and Ju, play very, very differently. Ju is like a very aggressive, like he'll take gambles and make bets. And Miller is a more defensive, more measured Line, who's more willing to like sit back and leverage Line's like pretty good tools, and sort of just like wait for you to hurt yourself.
Right.
And I'm curious to see how that's going to interact with Teddy Treebark's neutral here. Byakuya, not a character that I think has particularly strong neutral.
Right. It's a lot like Millia, where the goal is to get that initial hit, and then it's your turn. They have to hold this unseeable mix-up.
Yep. But in the meantime, Byakuya, Teddy is going to have to contend with Line's like pretty good close mid pokes, and going to have to hold a lot of like Kugas. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, I think the big thing about Byakuya's neutral is he has to take risks in order to get anything done.
Yeah. Although, I say that, but you were at CO Otaku, right?
Yeah.
So you got to see Lamp.
Lamp's Byakuya was a sight to behold.
Oh my god! I mean, that's how did Anyway, I don't even know what to say about it other than Lamp is an amazing player who just knows so much more than knew so much more than anyone else in the room. Like I think Squish took a game off him, and he's the only one who took a game off him the entire time. All right, so while we were doing this, Teddy Treebark got put in the corner, and things have been very bad for him ever since. That's perfect. Miller took his turn and continued to take his turn.
Yeah, one thing about this game is if you don't know exactly
what a frame trap. Yeah, speaking of.
If you don't know the exact points that you're supposed to be doing things on defense in this game, it can just last for a very long time and be very difficult to get out.
And, so you just saw Teddy Treebark pick a good time to mash out. So in Uni, my experience has always been that you always kind of have choices. Like, you're never just checkmated into sitting there and eating like a 50-50 or something the way you would be in maybe like Guilty Gear. But to make those choices is very difficult and very punishing if you mess up. That was a pretty. I don't exactly know what happened with that veil off. I think Miller was just like thought he saw something, but evidently did not. And so now is going to be meterless, but still rushing down Teddy doesn't block the overhead, and that is game 1 to Miller.
Yeah, very quick game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we that's our second very quick game 1 that we've had on stream here. We've been pulling a little bit of the Scar and Toph here, just kind of talking about whatever we want during the match. Right. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, so, just runs in dash blocks, expects maybe like a 2C or something from Teddy Treebark. Teddy Treebark doesn't throw anything out. Miller recognizes it, confirms it into full corner carry and a knockdown. Ooh, tries to TRM, doesn't get it. And this is going to be, oh, it doesn't go for the side switch. Okay. So this is going to be a mid-screen setup. Will he spend the meter? Does.
Time to mix.
Time to mix. Ooh, interesting. You know what? Actually, that seemed like it was optimal. He definitely had time to set all the other webs, but it doesn't matter. Miller finds a good poke out and now is going to have priority here. Gets a small knockdown, 2.8k. Oh, that's a throw, my friend.
That's so good.
It's so dangerous to green shield when your opponent has a Vorpal like that. People are fishing for it.
Yeah, if they're ready to just react, then you're going to eat a grab that you can't do anything about.
Yeah. So we have an Akatsuki in Columbus, Ohio, Jishichi, who will do like the first 2 hits of Bitatsu and then chain shift, and because that's a really common green shield point, and so I lose grid so often when that happens. It's just a skill you have to be able to have to play this game at the top level. And Miller capitalizing on that and other things to take round 1.
Putting himself on set point.
Set point very quickly here.
Oh, catching with the frame trap.
Teddy tries to mash. Yeah, that's one weakness of Byakuya. Byakuya does not have particularly fast pokes, right? Slow to start and slow to end, but they're big.
Catches him again.
All right, so this is going to be a small combo here, 1.9. Blocks the overhead that time. Good stuff. Oh my God! Throws the run up. All right, so what's the setup here? Goes low, goes high. Just pressing 5A, trying to frame trap. Gets it. Goes low. Oh, catches the run out. I love that. Ooh, unfortunately misses the 5A meaty on the forward tech, and now
a lot of meter.
Yeah. So what I'd like to see is that's actually even better than what I wanted to see. Good job, Teddy. Right, so this is going to be some kind of mid-screen knockdown. What's the setup? Yeah, okay, so sets them all kind of in a Oki situation here. Doesn't catch the TRM.
One more hit from either player is going to do it. Oh, and that's going to take him out.
That's it, yeah.
Miller will advance.
Well, yeah, Teddy had some signs of life there in the second game, but it was too little too late, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah. So Miller advances. Teddy is knocked into losers. I kind of expect to see him later, so have that on deck.
Yeah, no counting him out quite yet.
Absolutely not. So it looks like it's going to be. Are you up, Jayu? All right. So we so as I was saying, we have this sort of yin and yang of Lines. So we got Jayu, the other one coming up, and then it looks like Soul Good Guy, I think, is coming up here. Yeah, Soul Good Guy. I don't know who Soul Good Guy plays in this game, so we'll find out together. I believe he plays Soul in Excerpt. I believe that's where that name comes from.
He plays Soul in this game as well.
Oh.
Hacked in Soul bad guy.
Wow. Oh my
Used his Game Shark.
What a delightful pleasure to see this on stream for the first time.
Gunflame chain shift is actually pretty good.
Gunflame. Oh my. I don't even. No, we're not. I don't want to deal with Gunflame too. Like Gunflame YRC is already annoying enough, and imagine YRC with no frames of startup and no frames of recovery.
That would be Gunflame FRC. Back in the day.
That's true. That's true.
Back when he could just kind of do it mid-string forever.
That's true. Man, that was...
AC was a fun time.
It was a fun time. Did you play a lot during AC?
I did. I played Potemkin, though, so I got to ignore a lot of really frustrating stuff.
Yeah, in AC you did. In AC he had a lot of really good defensive options, didn't he?
Yeah, he was really good in that game. I miss it.
Rip Potemkin. It's cool how they just removed that character from their roster progressively over several patches.
It was pretty sick.
He was like kind of playable in Sign, if I recall correctly.
He's better than he was in Sign, but
maybe people are just better now.
Yeah, it's really, really hard to just scum someone out at this point in the game.
Yeah, okay. It's unfortunate. All right, so is this a button check? Okay, I don't know if there's a button check or not. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not. Yeah, no, Soul Good Guy just rushing him down. So JU getting put in the corner. DP's out. Goes for the side switch. Doesn't try to go for any fancy cross-ups. Just takes it. Oh, okay.
Oh no.
I'll get out of the corner if I Tatsu. Well, you'll get punished for it. All right, so that's going to be, just takes a knockdown. Trying to fish for green shield. Doesn't actually take the green shield when he finds it. And so this is going to be knockdown in the corner. What's the setup? Just double jump. Yeah, safe jump your DP. This will be dead if JU wants it to be. And JU does want it to be.
Yeah, spends the meter.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm of the school of thought where if you can cash out, you should.
No reason to take that risk.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll get that meter back later. All right, so just random fireballs here. Kuga jumping over the fireball, throwing a Kuga. That's how it goes. Ooh, throws it out. I actually thought Soul Good Guy might have green shielded there again, so that was smart.
JU recognizing that Soul Good Guy is going for quite a bit of green shielding.
Yeah, absolutely.
Throwing in the grab attempts, just trying to incentivize him to rotate his defensive options a bit more.
Absolutely. Backdash is the throw. That was probably a backdash OS. All right. Okay. So Akatsuki's down jabs. He gets 2 of them, and he can do it like right into the other one as well. So he actually gets 4 down jabs, and he can stagger them however he wants. And it's really good.
It's kind of an artifact of the last version where they weren't lows, so they let him have really good
yeah,
properties.
Right? Yeah,
and now
yeah.
they're lows, but he still gets to do that stuff.
Yeah. I'm happy Akatsuki is better in this game, though. I mean,
Agreed.
I would rather he have a low than he just suffer forever. You know, but.
Akatsuki was a struggle before.
Oh my God.
You see him a lot now, though. He's pretty good.
He's a popular character. People like him a lot. He's cool. He's stylish. But Soul Good Guy gonna have to put in a little bit of work to show the audience that right now. He is down a game, and JU won the first one 2-0. Ooh, a little bit of footsies. Catches him with a jab whip.
Now it's JU's turn. Gets the grab. What's the mix?
Oh, that was okay.
Nice stagger.
So JU, so in the previous match, I said JU was looking for green shields. I actually don't think JU is looking for green shields at all. I actually think JU is like, whatever, you're going to shield, I'm just going to keep doing things to you, and you have not presented to me a situation where that's a problem yet.
Right. The onus is on you to make me stop.
Exactly. All right, so it doesn't give him the shield there. Blocks the overhead, very nice. Ooh, an unfortunate whiff on, I think that was
just
2B.
a little bit out of range.
Yeah, exactly.
And misjudging that is going to cost him a lot.
Ooh, or it won't, or JU will DP.
Round.
Yeah, absolutely. Just got to do what you got to do. Your opponent is desperate. You have the life lead. You might as well DP.
Right.
All right. Doesn't block the overhead, but JU chooses not to take it. There's
Grid
the green
break.
shield. Yeah.
Good timing. Guaranteed to get that grid cycle.
Goes low for the first time in the set, and this is going to be just a relatively small confirm here, 2.1K. Into spooky overheads, into a tick throw, 2 more spooky overheads, into more. Oh my God! Another grid break. That's an unfortunate turn for Soul Good Guy, and that is going to be a perfect. Wow.
Linne's running train today.
Linne is running train. We'll get to see plenty more of Miller and JU throughout this entire bracket, I'm sure. All right. Well, that was a good match. Looks like we're going to have other people up. I don't know these people. I'm always trying to get ahead of these things. I'm not. Oh, one of them is Spender. Spender is a Michigan player who plays Byakuya as well. So have a little more Byakuya on our plates here.
Set play back in the mix.
Set play back in the, yeah, absolutely. So Spender, I think has a pretty good Byakuya. So I'm excited to see what happens here. Although, you know, I'm always hesitant to build people up too much like that, right? So you never want to be like, oh yeah, they're great, and then they get blown up or whatever. That feels bad for them, you know. I don't know. I don't know who this other person is. Do you?
I do not. I'm bad at placing faces in scenes that aren't my own sometimes.
Oh, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. Ooh, oh my God, Enkidu. Oh my God, Enkidu.
This character.
I'm not ready for Enkidu at all, actually.
Very exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Somewhat frustrating to play.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, no, I like watching other people play Enkidu.
That's a good way of putting it.
Mexican. This is Mexican, evidently. Mexican. Yeah. So I don't think Spender knows this matchup at all, or he might, but I somehow suspect that he is not. So I certainly don't know this matchup. Do you?
No.
No, yeah.
Byakuya versus Enkidu, a little bit esoteric.
I'm gaining, like, very slowly by osmosis knowledge about Enkidu because now he's, like, actually starting to show up in tournaments. Like, Rakir is playing him, Psycho's playing him, but I still don't know anything about this character.
The big thing about him is he suffers from having a lot of his mix-up in pressure in canned Rekkas.
Right, yeah.
And that means if you can recognize them when they start, you can kind of know where he's going to go with it with a very high degree of success.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he's like super minus on basically everything, right?
Yeah, he has to take a lot of risks. His advantage is he has a good TP, he does big damage, but
You know who doesn't have to take risks is Byakuya cornering people. Yeah, and this is over.
Okay, you knock them down, you set your webs, you make yourself a cup of coffee, and it's their turn to guess.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, you can literally just stand there, and they have to make all these awful choices. But Mexican with a good opening here, pushing in the corner. Ooh, I think messes up a combo there, unfortunately. It messes up an ender. And Spender going to capitalize that, put on the corner, and this is going to be the super into 2-web setup, 3-web setup, 2-web setup, 3-web setup. All right. Blocks the overhead, very nice.
That's one of the things that's so hard about defending against Byakuya is you can't tell what it's going to be until it's done.
God,
It all looks exactly the same. He has 2 moves that look almost exactly the same. One of them's overhead, one of them's low. It's a struggle to not have this happen to you.
Yeah. And as we see Spender capitalizing on that, giving Mexican 1 combo in 2 rounds. And there we go. Yeah, on to game 2. Let's see if Mexican can make some adjustments. Question mark. How do you adjust to being put in the corner?
Unfortunately, he didn't have a chance to learn anything.
Ooh, may not have a chance this round. Oh no, never mind. All right, so this is going to be full combo into mostly corner carry. Walks up, just doing stuff. Goes low. Goes. Oh yeah, gets him with the canned Rekka dive kick. And this is going to be a corner combo into super.
And here comes the mix. How do you block? You better figure it out.
Oh,
that's
not like that. Not like that, unfortunately. Ooh, yep, good. Good little punch super. Blocks the 2C. I like it. Oh, yeah, the second overhead. Yeah, you have to shield that first overhead. If you shield the first overhead, you have a million billion years to punish. But it's hard to know these things, right?
Spender opts to be a big spender, taking out Enkidu.
Unfortunately, does not take him out.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Damage scaling.
Yeah, damage scaling. Yeah, it goes for the overhead. Yeah. You're not going to block that the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth time, but you might block it the 6th, so. All right, just takes this opportunity. Yeah, still does not shield that over. Okay, you know what? Blocked it the 2nd time. I rescind it. Good job, Mexican.
But still ends up in the corner for his trouble.
Yeah, not in a web just yet. Finds an EXTP and now has another opportunity here. Doesn't capitalize on it because Spender is able to mash out of his frame traps. And now we're going to see web super into something here.
3 webs.
Okay, blocks that. Doesn't block the overhead, and that's going to be a reset. Not into super quite. Okay, we see another DP out. Let's see if... Okay, yeah, no, it just runs into the 3C. All right.
That
should be game?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, wow. Well, a good showing from Spender there. Boy, a lot of blowouts to start our pulls here.
Byakuya is just that kind of character that if you aren't aware of what you're supposed to be doing beforehand, it's
very tough.
You need to actually sit down and play casuals against that character for a few sets to figure out just what he does.
I've had the good fortune to play a bunch against Teddy Treebark, actually. So I sort of know what he does, and I know how to play neutral against him, and I know what buttons to sort of fish for and look out for. But if you don't know what Byakuya's buttons look like, it's like fighting Carmine, right?
Right.
Where Carmine's got these big, slow, laggy buttons that you can punish if you're looking for them. And if you're not, you're just gonna explode.
Just get away with murder.
Yeah, exactly.
Byakuya is that taken to an extreme because, like we mentioned earlier, he has 2 buttons that look almost identical that hit at different heights, and that makes it very, very difficult to not just get mixed up by the first stage of the set play. And if you're not even making Byakuya go to the trickier stuff, you're not making him do things that maybe have an easier way for you to get out of him.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to deal with the first layer of stuff. It's like it's like in Guilty Gear, right? You have to be able to block the first 50-50 or Fuzzy the first 50-50 before your opponent can actually start getting into the stuff you can escape.
But if you're just letting Milia set a disc and run up and do 2K and getting hit by that every time, they never have to take a risk.
If you're not representing that you're willing to jump out or you're willing to find the poke out or you're willing to do something, then they're not going to start going for the empty jumps that you can escape in more meaningful ways. Yeah, exactly. So that was unfortunate, but that's the way of fighting games. Sometimes you get blown up. Just how it is. Sometimes you play in Enkidu. It's just how it is. And nobody's walking up on stage. So who do you play in this game?
So in Unio, I played Merkava. I came back to UNIST very recently, so I'm not back into it too deep yet.
Okay.
I was playing Aurier because I wanted to play Merkava and BB Tag.
Okay.
But I dropped BB Tag, so now I'm probably just going back to Merkava.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, you really can't do wrong between Aurier and Merkava. I mean, those characters are both ridiculous. Yeah.
Merkava is just a lot of fun to play.
That's true. He gets to do so much. He gets to be all over the screen, right?
Worms remind me a lot of Guilty Gear. I play Elfelt, and Worms and Grenade, basically the same thing.
Worms. Oh, man. Worm Super is...
Why do worms hit during a grab?
I don't know, man.
Why do grabs do 4,000 damage if worms are on the screen?
Merkava is a very distressing character. I'm glad he's in the game, but I don't know about that character.
That's the usual reaction I get when I say I like Merkava.
No, Merkava's cool. I mean, I don't want Merkava removed.
No, he's one of those characters too, though. He does weird stuff. Some of it just kind of doesn't feel good to get hit by.
He's also one of the characters in the game that I think has like the closest to true 50-50s. Like, especially if he puts worms on you, like it's very, very hard to block out 100% of the time.
Worms 3C is a really frustrating mix-up because the point in which he's holding it and he doesn't cross you up is very, very... It's a small window, so often you kind of have to guess. Like when he pulls you out of the corner with 2B, it can be difficult to react to whether he's doing an overhead in front of you or going behind you and making the worms cross up.
It's amazing that breaks cross-up protection. Yeah. I mean, I play Chaos, so I have a bunch of things that break cross-up protection, so maybe I don't get to talk, but I also don't have Merkava's, like, DP or specific amazing neutral buttons. Okay, so we got a match coming up. We got Spender coming up on the 1P side here, and then on the right side here we got White Beast, aka Woot Boost, Woot Boost, who plays Batista. He's giving me a look. You know what? I'm giving him the look right back. But he's a Batista player here in Michigan. Very good player. Started playing this game relatively recently and already almost made it out of his pool with Teotaki. So
it's impressive. Batista is a character with very, very difficult execution as well.
Yes.
For those watching that don't know, Batista has charge moves, upwards charge moves, button hold charge moves, and you have to use all of them basically at all times in order to efficiently play the character.
So White Beast, a person who plays a lot of technical characters, he plays Milia in Guilty Gear. So that's a character who like can be easy, but if you want to like actually do good things, you really have to.
Yeah, in this particular version, Milia's execution is actually a lot harder.
Yeah. Because you have to you have a bunch of like character specific stuff, and you have a bunch of like really tight knockdown things. I don't know if they're going right into it. It looks like they might just be going right into it. Yep. All right, so White Beast with an immediate lead here, and if I know White Beast, and I do, he's going to be totally willing to sit on this for as long as he can.
Yeah, Batista has strong zoning tools, so there's no reason to take, especially against a character like Byakuya, who kind of has a little bit of the struggle neutral, but...
Ooh, good blocks. Oh my gosh, and then just gets hit. Never mind.
Yeah, Spender has gotten that corner that he so desperately craves as a spider.
Desperately craves. All right, doesn't quite get the perfect setup, but is doing a ton of chip damage here. So if viewers, the next time you get a chance to watch somebody block one of Spender's low webs, watch White Beast's health when he blocks the low web. That move does an amazing amount of chip damage.
It's ridiculous.
It's actually ridiculous.
Oh, it gets crossed up, and here we go. The Oki with the gems is actually pretty difficult to deal with.
It is, yeah, because it's like pretty safe. You can't mash out of it. You can't DP out of it. You can't really backdash it either. So this is, and White Beast using it to great effect to really drive Spender into the corner here. Just going for random rebeat stuff, finds it, gets the overhead. That overhead is pretty unseeable. So if you're not, so I was actually talking to White Beast about this last night. The secret to Batista is that Batista doesn't actually have a lot of overheads or lows. She's got that instant overhead, and for her lows, she's got like low force function and 2C. Like those are her only lows. So she's a character where you have to be more willing to just stand block.
Right.
Which is very uncomfortable for a lot of people, and I think that's part of the reason you see that instant overhead hitting so many folks, because they're not
so contrary to a muscle memory.
Exactly right. When you play 2D fighters, you sort of accustom yourself to blocking low whenever you need to block, and then just reacting to highs. And Batista's not going to let you do that, but Batista's also not going to force you to block low, for the most part.
Speaking of being forced to block.
Yeah, unfortunately
drop.
drops the combo, and White Beast capitalizing on that immediately for a cool little 2.6K here. Goes for the Steinoki, and just frame trapping, but Spender waits it out, finds a mash opportunity, and we are going back to the corner where we will doubtless see another web attempt. Oh, unfortunate way of that playing out. Yep, all right, so that's going to be EXDP out of the corner.
Catches him running in.
Yeah, just runs up 2As. Yeah, catches the running with that. And that would have been dead if White Beast hadn't dropped the super, unfortunately.
So try not to get too antsy.
No.
Staying at his strongest ranges.
Gets caught. Goes for the laser. Sort of. Oh, okay.
No.
Both players getting a little bit antsy here, I think. Yeah, White Beast just was like, oh my god.
Okay. Start spin.
Non-start spin, and that's going to be a nice little 2K.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Even if you challenge, the explosion still stays on the screen.
And White Beast, I think if he had been more cognizant, could have gotten a full confirm off that. So you really just have to hold that. And yeah, so we're going to see. So Spender, not perfect dash blocking here. So the way you have to kind of perfect dash block in Uni, to really get it tight, is to dash macro forward and then immediately guard.
Drops the supers at the end again.
Yeah. All right. So this is a full mix-up. Yep.
The set play orb.
Yeah. This is exactly right. You block that, you have to hold that. Whatever comes next. I don't even think you can really guard thrust it.
Yeah, you're just kind of stuck in it.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Well, a good showing from White Beast. I actually thought Spender put up a pretty good fight too, but was not to be. And now we have a couple of people I don't know coming up.
I think that's footwork on the left, maybe?
Okay. Yeah, that might be footwork.
He was doing very good in DPFC earlier today.
Footwork is a good player. Footwork, I believe, plays Gordo, so we'll get to see a little Scytheman action here. And I don't know the other person, so but they're hopefully going to give us a good show here momentarily.
Man. So, if you don't count Under Night and Birth, which most people don't,
right?
Gordo has an amazing track record of being a good character in every single game he's in across every franchise.
That character is it is definitely meme status that he is just good in everything.
Yeah. Putting him in BB tag, better be good.
Yeah. Put him in BB tag. Give him another scythe wielder. That's all the power he needs. Yeah, exactly. Ruby and Gord just chilling out, having a great time, mixing you up, doing obnoxious side switch nonsense.
Getting frame 1 invulnerability on Grim Reaper assist due to the tag mechanics in that game.
He's kind of a mid tier in this game though.
He's still good. He's not the best, but
he's very playable. But they removed a lot of his most stupid stuff from the first game, and also buffed everybody else. So like it's not so much that he has fewer tools, it's that other characters have more tools to deal with his nonsense.
And a lot of the more quote-unquote brain-dead stuff is what got weaker.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can't just kind of Grim Reaper all over the place forever and not really worry about it.
Exactly. So speaking of, Seth versus Gordo was a matchup that was terrible for Seth in EL. It was atrocious.
Yeah, it was almost unplayable.
But Seth got so many buffs from that game to this game, and now is top tier. And I think this matchup is much closer to even. Might even be Seth advantage.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No. Catches the 2C.
All right, here we go. Gordo, even though he got weakened, he still has that same flavor of before, where once you start blocking him, he's going to keep going for a very long time unless you force your way out.
Exactly. And that's exactly what we saw from Teacher, who guard thrusted almost immediately. And now, all right, so Teacher is going to have an opportunity to do some Oki here. How will he contend with Gordo's several reversals? The answer is he will just stand there and block and try to throw, and it doesn't quite work out.
But
Gets another opportunity out of it. Seth with some amazing frame trap buttons and some really, really fast plus buttons. But Footwork carrying him into the corner here. Going to do the full combo. Boom.
Not quite enough.
Goes for the safe jump.
Oh, catches the back dash.
Just shoulder checks him into the corner, and that is round 1 to Footwork. So I think Teacher could have made stuff happen that round. You know, he had a couple opportunities. Footwork got out of the Oki, but you know, Teacher's having opportunities like this. Like he will definitely carry this combo all the way, set an orb, and what's the follow up here? Oh my God, an expertly timed run up throw. Holy cow! Yeah, just does Mortal Slide.
Now he's
Mortal
got the corner
Slide.
exactly where he wants to be.
Exactly. Leave your plus. Yeah, no, that's
no,
plus,
you gotta
my
respect
friend.
it.
Yeah, you have to respect that. Ooh, okay,
right.
Drops the combo. There's an opportunity for Teacher, but Teacher's going to have to do Oki that's more effective than the ones he's been doing. That is not it.
But he gets another chance at life. This is a...
Oh,
no.
okay. So that is the first game to Footwork. Teacher,
hate to see
unfortunately,
that kind of thing
you
happen.
really do, right? I always think of like the first time you play against a character who has a super where it's just like a bunch of hits in a row, and you're like not exactly sure what the last hit will be before they. So you like stop blocking early and you get hit by the last hit, and it triggers like
one
a full
big
cut
delayed
scene.
hit
Yeah,
right
exactly,
at the end. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, run up. I think that was 2K. Or 2A. I'm playing Guilty Gear in my head again, I guess.
I'm always playing Guilty Gear in my heart.
That's reasonable. Ooh, the non-cross up gets hit. Yeah, no, that run up 6-6B is brutal. Okay. Oh, just does assimilation.
Bit of a drop there.
Okay, backdashes the Grim Reaper. Just keeps doing 2C. Yeah, so what you see there is Seth going for a lot of teleport kicks. So Seth can teleport out of the air, land next to you, and kick you, and that move is really, really hard for most characters to deal with. Gordo can just press 2C.
Right.
Because he's Gordo.
2C option select over and over.
Exactly.
It's up to you to figure out a way to make me stop.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You have to make me whiff. I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me. All right, so Teacher pops Veil off. Isn't making anything happen with it. Probably gonna. No, I assumed he was gonna look for it with CS, but finds it anyway.
Supers through.
That's gonna be a knockdown into that. So that was not a cross up, but it did hit. So Footwork pressed the button of some kind.
Oh, ducks under claws. No punish.
Oh my God! Just goes for the disappear into the overhead, and Footwork not ready for it. Just another opportunity for Teacher. Oh, drops the combo, unfortunately. Doesn't get the TK. You need to TK that.
No backwards hit.
Okay, tries to burn meter to end the round. Doesn't quite, but 2C seals it. Yeah, 2C says, why are you in the air? Get down here. I wish to speak with you. And Footwork taking it 2-0 over Teacher.
Strong match.
Strong match. Advances in bracket, and now, oh boy. Okay. So I don't know who this other player is, but the player is sitting down for 1P right now is a player by the name of Giuseppe. And Giuseppe is an Under Night player and a player of just like a whole lot of games, who is very, very good, known specifically for being almost impossible to open up in UNIST. Like you might see him get hit a couple times, but he's letting you do that. Like he's making a choice. And
right, he's making the 80-20 read and accepting that the 20 is going to hit him sometimes.
Exactly, and as you play him more, that will go to like the 95-5 read. Like he'll just cover things that you don't expect him to be able to cover, and then he will destroy you. He also plays Gordo, so we'll get to see more Gordo here. There's a non-zero chance that the end of this tournament is Footwork versus Giuseppe, and we get to see a Gordo mirror in Under Night In-Birth X latest in 2018.
It's called a Gorduo.
A Gorduo. Oh,
officially
sorry.
on the books.
Okay, a Gorduo. If it's okay, if they're like both kind of short, it's a Gordito. Okay. All right, so Bobby Boucher is I promise you Giuseppe. Giuseppe just like changes his name on Smash.gg as regularly as he can, and
yeah,
always
that's what
like
I was
picks
told
something.
earlier today.
Yeah, always picks something silly. So this is versus Deep Dank Hide. So I have actually played against Deep Dank. I played against him at Garage Gear earlier this summer, and his height is actually pretty sick. So yeah, you see him carrying in the corner right now. Big life lead here. Doesn't quite finish the combo, unfortunately.
Good tech.
Yeah, tried to look for the throw there on the shield to possibly win the grid cycle. Doesn't do so. So Gordo,
leveraging those normals.
Yeah. So Gordo having CS there makes it very difficult for Deep Dank to do anything. And oh my God, the grid break is very unfortunate for Deep Dank. Okay, mashes out. Oh, just
Caught.
does Mortal Slide.
Gonna get a lot of damage off of this.
Yeah, this is 3K easy. Ooh, drops the combo, interestingly, and Hyde just throws out 6B, but it doesn't matter.
Nice whiff punish.
Yep, nice whiff punish indeed. So Giuseppe up a game. That was pretty close. I'm sort of expecting it to get less close, but Deep Tank could also absolutely adapt to this. So I don't know. We'll see. Not looking great right now. Giuseppe with the amazing execution gets 3.1K off that.
With the slide. It's going to be a big combo.
Yeah, this is huge. Oh, okay, goes for the super route into assimilation into full knockdown, 3.7. Finds a throw. This is okay. So I don't know if you've had the opportunity to experiment with Hyde at all, but his corner throw combos are actually like kind of awkward. They require like weird delays to actually hit people with.
It's the kind of stuff where at any point you might just kind of drop it by a bit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's funny because Hyde's supposed to be like the Shoto of the game, right? And despite that, he has, I think, actually some of the harder execution in the game. That's my opinion. All right, so Giuseppe here taking round one, taking game one here.
And very convincingly.
Yeah, absolutely. Not giving Deep Dank a lot of opportunities in the second round, so we'll see if Deep Dank can adapt at all. Didn't spend any time at the rematch screen thinking about anything, so hopefully has some ideas.
Round start crumple trade.
Orbiter. All right, this is going to be a full combo here. Nice, 3.2K. Okay.
And there's that patient defense you were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, gets DP'd for his troubles. Okay, a very presence of mind shield there. Oh my gosh, gets caught.
That's a very good grab right before the grid cycle.
Backdashes the 2C. I love it. Punishes him for it. And there you go.
Big damage.
All right, Deep Tank showing signs of life here. Backs off. Just does. Okay. All right. So I was looking at Deep Tank's face immediately after that, and he was like, shit, not that. I think he may have like meant to assault or something.
Unfortunately, those kind of things, you don't want them to happen during tournaments.
No, you hate to see that kind of thing happen, as they say.
Everyone has that sort of thing in them every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Coming back from it mentally is a very important tournament skill.
It is, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to do it this round. Although, things can always happen, but not. They're going to happen a little bit less now. They're going to happen a little more now. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ooh,
oh no.
Interesting. Goes for the assimilation. Expects a much larger run-in. Wow, force function just kills the EX Orbiter. And this is set point here for Bobby Boucher, a.k.a. Giuseppe. Okay, picks him up.
In the corner. Very willing to just shield his way out. Gets the grab, though.
Yep, it's grabbed. And this is going to be... Oh, my God, actually gets the throw combo this time. Congratulations to D-Tank for not dropping that. All right, so that leaves him pretty plus. Although Giuseppe is giving him just a lot of opportunities that he may not normally have. Oh, my God. Safe jumps him into a grid break. That's brutal.
What a setup. The slide is so meaty that it's safe.
Gordo. Get Gordo out. All right, breaks the throw. Ooh,
what a bait!
Takes the veil off. And, folks, that should be the end of the game for Bobby Boucher, a.k.a. Giuseppe. Yeah, Deep Tank looking a little bit unhappy there. That's
what presence of mind, though.
Right? To just know that your opponent is in panic mode and to just wait. To take a deep breath and sit.
Let them make their own mistakes, dig their own grave.
Let your opponent defeat themselves. All right, we got Whoop Boost. We got Whoop Boost against
the mythical Boost returns.
The mythical Buddhist against JU here. So this is going to be Line versus Batista. I think this matchup is bad for Line. I don't think that's a particularly controversial thing to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not super familiar with this matchup in particular, but that was my initial thought is probably not super great for Line.
It's the character archetypes, right? I mean, you're playing a character who wants to be in on you, has a bunch of tools designed to let you take risks to do that.
Kuga is not going to cut the mustard in a projectile war. You're going to have to get in there just with mobility, and Batista is very, very good at keeping out characters that have to do that.
Yes, absolutely. So I don't know. We'll see. I think these two play pretty regularly. They're part of the same scene. They're both MI. So we will see what happens.
I always love watching. Well, I don't love watching team kills happen. Like, nobody likes seeing that, but watching matches between players who are familiar with each other are always very interesting because you see a lot of stuff that seems kind of weird, but then you realize, oh, they just got a read on the opponent because they know each other.
Exactly. I always like watching people's like long sets with people they've played with for years because they make so many interesting and valid but unusual choices.
Right, stuff that's just like, why would you ever do that unless you knew he was going to do exactly that thing?
Exactly.
But they do know that.
So Whitebeast capitalizing, realizing that JU is looking to mash in very specific places and finds a clutch assault JC. But JU forcing his way in with EX Kuga, and now Whitebeast is going to be in the corner. We'll see if we see a flash kick here. Oh my god, baits out the mash and just goes for assault jump A into a full combo.
It's the tech.
It's the tech. Blocks this, blocks low. Smart stuff. Just waits out the Stein, rolls out, puts Whitebeast back in the corner, and breaks the throw. Very smart. That's a crucial part of White. Oh my gosh, that's unfortunate. That happened, and I was like, oh shit, was that me? And it literally could not be me.
No, I'm a pad player, so every time that happens, like in the back of my cranium, there's this primal fear.
Yeah. that like you somehow are responsible for this.
Flying to the top saying, run, escape, it's your fault.
In the back of the bag, the home button pressed itself, and here you are. Man, but I think they're just going to play it out. Yeah. Wow, JU almost picked up that combo. That's amazing. That takes. You know what? I respect that though. These are okay. So that's an unblockable because if you block EX Kuga in the air, any normal that you do is unblockable.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that DP. Okay, so that must have been ADP. It traded with a non-meaty button from Whitebeast, and JU with a slight life lead going into 7 seconds here. If I were JU, I would be if I were JU, I'd be dead. Unfortunately. Yeah. I would have looked to time Whitebeast out there.
Didn't just quite leverage the advantage.
No, unfortunately not. But finds a way in under Whitebeast's hovering nonsense. Good
grab.
Throws Batista. All right, so JU capitalizing on the fact that I think Whitebeast really doesn't want to just wake up flash kick. Just because that's an unpleasant thing to do, right? Like, you do it and you get punished for it, and you're like, that was the stupidest shit I've ever done. I never want to do that again. Yeah, exactly.
When it works, it feels a little good. When it doesn't, it feels awful.
Okay.
And this is a game where...
Oh my gosh, safe jumps the PvP.
About it.
That's unfortunate. Oh my god, okay, so tries the counter. Pretty safe after that because I think Whitebeast wasn't necessarily expecting it. And JU can close this out if he wants to, and he does.
1-1.
All right. 1-1, baby. So the first game, obviously Whitebeast won, but that was pretty close. You know, I think JU's been very competitive this entire game so far.
Yeah.
Ooh, gets hit by the Stein, and Whitebeast catches the backdash with 6-6C. Counter gets him out. Pressing buttons. Nice. Ooh, mashes out the roll. Very smart. That is minus.
Yeah, it's a very good reaction.
All right, gets the oh my gosh, mashes out of the Stein before Whitebeast has the opportunity to trigger it. Wow, that was an interesting interaction to deal with the counter like that. Okay, just takes the simple combo, waits for something, and is willing to take that trade. Yeah, they're both laughing about it on stage. Yeah, no, I agree. It was funny. And Batista takes a nap.
And
yeah, no, they're looking to turn off the controller. That's smart. All right, how many are... Wow, there's really... Oh my god, we could actually identify the culprit if we wanted to. But I don't think we do.
This is it's a grim reminder that when you sit down at a station for a tournament set, you should always go into controllers and see if anyone has forgotten to disconnect. Yes, pad player... I am a pad player. We should always be doing it, don't get me wrong, but
ultimately the responsibility is on you to make sure that you're
the last person who has a chance to disconnect.
Exactly. And it sucks to say that, but you know, it's just your like you have to be cognizant.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back to just random neutral here. Whitebeast looking to create distance, throw balls. Not a lot that JU can really do. Could double jump like over them and look for opportunities to throw out Kuga, but that is a minus up front even if he had blocked it, but chooses not to, just mashes out of it. And White Beast in the corner now gets thrown for his troubles. That was a nice...
Oh,
see, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, finally decides to commit to the flash kick, and JU is waiting for it.
We're probably not going to see a lot more reversals out of him this set.
I suspect not. Yeah, no. And JU gets the safe jump on him anyway.
Yeah, and this is what's scary about being in that mindset, because the mix-ups that JU was doing there, they're not safe. You can DP through that sort of stuff, but he's decided that, as we kind of have, White Beast's probably not going to be going for it that much anymore.
Yeah, no, he's like, I want to use my other safer defensive option. I don't want a flash kick. I'm scared. I'm scared, Daddy. Hold me.
And that gives JU the opportunity to do the trickier, less real sort of stuff.
Exactly. So, although, on the other hand, you did see White Beast reacting to a lot of that in Game 1. Like, you saw him reacting to just, like, random rolls and handling them very well. And handling this round really well, too. Working on a perfect here.
Yeah,
may choose to just take it.
Boost, running a workshop.
Work Burke over here, making it happen. We got people shouting in the audience. They're very happy for Whoop Boost. Not that JU doesn't have his fans either, but Whoop Boost, like JU is in meme status. So it's
like Noah or Eno Boys.
Exactly. Although, you know what? Actually, I like White Beast a lot, and no. Okay, so the memes about Eno Boys are like kind of unpleasant, right? They're like Eno Boys are a little like he's like the joke or whatever. I don't want to do that to White Beast. White Beast is my bro. I can't do that to my man.
Yeah, well, back to UNIST.
Yeah, back to Under Night, a game that we're currently playing.
A game that White Beast is definitely playing.
Yeah, White Beast playing this game really well, so has a huge grid advantage going into the end of the cycle here, willing to just wait this out. Probably look for an opportunity to use that change shift profitably to maybe secure an actual flash kick. Yeah, just jumping backward. There's not a lot that JU can do safely in that situation. Finally looks for the opportunity to go forward. Okay, so spends the chain shift knowing he wasn't going to get it for the next round, and it works out. Another laser seals the game for White Beast. Oh, Drifter Dane just delivered me some delightful chamomile tea for my voice.
Drifter Dane didn't deliver me anything.
Yeah, Drifter Dane didn't get you shit, dude.
Dane, if you were watching this later, it's all right.
Dane, if you're watching this later, I want you to know I love and respect you and support you.
Me too.
Okay.
Even if I didn't get tea.
Aw, that's nice. Drifter Dane, cool guy.
Yeah.
Noted cool guy, Drifter Dane.
Played a bunch of sets of gear earlier.
How did those go?
Mostly L felt advantage, but it was pretty close most of the time. Dane is a strong bed man. That matchup is just... L felt has a lot of opportunities where she just gets to take out her... just when she pulls out a gun, Bedman is just in a position where it's very bad for him. And that's 70% of the time when she's on the screen anywhere. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so we got Teddy Treebark coming up, the Akio player in loser's bracket here, versus Genesis DC. Genesis DC is a Northeast Ohio player, I believe sort of like Akron area or something like that, who plays primarily Phonon. Phonon is who we will probably see. Also has a Hilda and is working on a Wagner. So, but
quite the spread.
Yeah, exactly. But I think like Phonon is just such a good character, and he's been playing so much Phonon recently. I don't have any reason to believe he'd switch to another character.
Yeah, Phonon is fantastic. Phonon and Wagner both are just so good at what they do. It's kind of like you pick what flavor of S tier you want to play. Do you want to just do all unseeable mix-ups? You play Seth. You want to play this footsie game at a little range that's very safe? You play Phonon. And if you just want to be in their face pressing buttons for 200 years, you play Wagner.
Yeah, exactly. And you play Batista if you want to be the theoretical
If you want to break your hands, you play Batista.
If you want to break your hands, if you want a forward charge, and I don't know why you would want a forward charge, but if you want to do that, you play Batista. All right, so starting it off, Genesis DC just doing safe things, throwing projectiles, making it hard for Teddy Treebark to approach with his slow buttons. And we're going to see a quick combo and a knockdown here, a ton of damage. That's another feature of Phonon, is all of her B&Bs do a million damage.
Yeah, she hurts, she has safe moves, very long pressure at a distance that, most characters can't poke out like that.
Yeah, exactly. Teddy Treebark, though, finds a hole and is going to take this into a mid-screen net. Gets three. Oh, goes for a tricky cross-up, but Genesis DC kind of ready for it. Blocks it. Oh, assaults over the 2B. And now we are going to see another full combo, probably into web.
This mix-up is going to decide the round if
Absolutely.
Genesis catches
Ooh,
wrong.
back tech's out. Yeah, Teddy Treebark unfortunately doesn't cover that. Assumes neutral tech, but Genesis DC absolutely willing to give up that grid in exchange for the out. Gets a knockdown. What's he going to go for? Breaks the throw. Uses that +8 after the throw break wisely. All right, knockdown. What happens? Ooh, okay. Okay, wow.
Good
that
trade
went
for Teddy Treebark.
That went much further than I thought it was going to go. Don't get hit by that. Try not to get hit.
Hey,
Okay,
when you have a
just waits it out. So Phonon has dominant round start options. Like a lot of characters just can't challenge like that DP she did at the round start. But you can just like block it and gain grid. So it's not a huge deal.
But there is something to be said for a situation where you just kind of have to hold it all the time.
Yeah, no, totally. And Phonon is a pro at creating those situations. All right.
Speaking of having to hold it.
Yeah. Ooh, chooses not to hold it. Chooses to try and pass it over to Teddy Treebark, and Teddy Treebark says, "No, my friend.
It's yours."
Yeah, exactly. All right. Blocks the thing. Teddy Treebark does not capitalize on the overhead, and Genesis DC does not capitalize on the hit. And we see a icy jump 2C, I believe, into Teddy Treebark's offense. Genesis DC veil offs out, and that's going to be a huge combo.
This is going to kill
Genesis DC. Absolutely.
1-1.
1-1. Last round of the first game.
Patient neutral.
Ooh,
wow,
catches him with the 6-6C and drops the combo, unfortunately. Oh, okay. Pickup. This is going to be about 3K, I believe. What a fool. Oh, no. It did end at a 3K. God, I'm so smart. Oh, my God.
Brilliant.
I'm the best.
Big brain.
Is this going to kill? The answer, I already know the answer to that question. All right, so Genesis CC got him in the corner. Ooh, just does 2A. Knows that Teddy probably doesn't want to commit to the DP. Has chain shift. Ooh, this is really a tough situation. Wow, could have DP'd there. Did not do so.
Like,
didn't end up mattering.
It kind of looked like Teddy Treebark did not believe in the hit.
Yeah, I don't think he did. And Genesis DC did believe that he won because he did.
Yeah, he was correct.
Yeah, he was right. Dang.
I believe it too.
Wow. Genesis don't care. That's what the DC stands for. All right, so game 2 here. Genesis DC put up a convincing adaptive performance in the first one. Lost the first, I believe, lost the second round, right?
Yeah.
But put up a convincing third round and carrying Teddy Treebark to the corner right now. Gonna try and make it happen again. All right, what's the play?
Home, time to block.
Yeah. So speaking of having to hold that TK Fireball that Genesis TC does in the corner, that is something you absolutely just have to hold. If you shield it, you still are minus. So yeah, and just doing random chain shifts into random huge damage. God, 3.5k. Look at that. What a character.
Just like that set point.
Why don't people play Phonon more often? and people already play Phonon a lot, but why don't they play her more often? Ooh, yeah, great anti-air with the force function. Phonon has amazing anti-airs. That force function is so good at just catching people out of the air wherever they happen to be. Okay, mashes. Gets it. And Genesis CC working on another perfect here. This is a huge life lead for Genesis CC. Teddy Treebark going to have to make something happen pretty quickly. That's not... Oh, that is something. Never mind.
That's a way to start.
Did not jump it. All right, so gets the reversal. What's the setup, Teddy? What's the Oki situation here? The Oki situation is back off. Ooh, gets shield broken with an unfortunate high shield, and that is game for Genesis DC. Wow. All right.
Yeah. A good showing of why Phonon is a strong character.
Sorry, I had a giant... You know when you swallow too much water and it, like, expands your throat and it fucking hurts? That just happened to me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Anyway, how are you, chat? Have you swallowed too much water recently? Because I have.
You know, I think chat should be swallowing a lot more water, just like us all. Stay hydrated.
Chat, stay hydrated. I told you to do this during Excerpt as well, but you need to stay the fuck hydrated. If you haven't taken a hydration break, we got, looks like Xavier versus Miller coming up here. I don't know who Xavier plays in this game. And you know what? You may have to find out after the water break you're definitely going to take right now.
Yeah, get some water.
Yeah. When's the last time you drank? Just, like, tell me. When's the last time? Okay, sounds like you need a water break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Go to the kitchen, get a glass, think about what you've done.
They're setting controls. You have time. Get out there. All right, so Miller, again, the more measured of the two Lines in Michigan. So Miller, I think, a favorite to go far in this tournament today. Xavier, again, I don't know what Xavier does. Xavier plays Seth, okay. So Xavier also went pretty far in the Guilty Gear bracket today. In Guilty Gear, he plays Johnny and Raven, and in this game, he plays Seth. So what's the common factor between those characters, Matt?
You get knocked down, and then life is very hard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Random dives to Chibi Boba King is what Xavier entered as. So Xavier enters as like kind of random things, depending on the bracket. He was Ken Griffey Jr. for a while. Noted baseball player Ken Griffey Jr.
Wow.
Today he's Chibi Boba King. So you know what? I would be the Chibi Boba King if I had the option. I think he's Chibi Boba King because he's playing Seth, and Seth is a little short.
It's true.
Yeah.
Seth also looks like he would order boba.
Oh, absolutely. What? Okay, so here's the real tech, though. What is Seth's favorite boba player?
That's a good question.
I think he drinks black coffee boba.
I think so as
absolutely,
well.
Absolutely.
He would definitely make sure people are watching him drink it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's like sidling up next to someone. Is like,
yeah.
Oh, that was great audio, Abbott. Good job.
ASMR.
Yeah. All right, no. I can't do that to you. I'm so sorry. Okay, so Miller won the first round. Good job, Miller. Makes it happen with the Kuga, catches the approach, and that's going to be a full confirm into knockdown.
Oh, jabs out.
All right, yep, just jabs out. Miller goes for a tech trap, or excuse me, not a tech trap, frame trap. And Chibi Boba King is like, I will frame trap you instead. Like, oh my god, that dive kick. Oh, you pressed a button? Well, I jumped over your button, and now you're dead.
Oh, catches him pressing a button.
Yep.
200 meter.
While Miller putting up a strong showing in the second round. This is dead.
Goodbye.
It's not dead. Never mind. Is this going to kill? The answer is no. But that did kill.
Close enough. Rounding up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. If you think about it, aren't we all going to die someday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this going to kill? Life is going to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually it will.
Words of wisdom, chap. Drink water.
You want it to kill less quick? Get hydrated.
All right, so Xavier switching to Merkava.
My boy, Merkava.
Oh, this stage. You know what? They're gonna play it out probably, but I don't care for this stage. It's too bright.
You don't like the playground?
I don't. How do you feel about the playground, Matt?
I didn't have an opinion on it before now, but now I probably don't like it as much.
Yeah. Okay.
I can see it. Literally, I can see it.
You can?
Right
Yes.
there.
I hope everybody watching the stream can see it or experience it as they please. Okay, gets the instant overhead into chain shift into Miller is winning this round.
Yeah.
Yep. Spends the meter, cashes out. Smart stuff.
Set point.
Yeah, Miller on set point after a convincing round one. This Merkava pick not necessarily working out great. So Michigan, the joke is that Michigan is the land of Merkavas. They have a lot of Merkava players. So Miller knows this matchup very, very well. So Xavier choosing to switch here, I'm not going to tell him that it was strictly the wrong choice. I don't know how Xavier feels about either of these matchups, but I think Miller feels pretty strongly that he can fight Merkava all day if he has to.
Yeah. He definitely seems very, very comfortable.
Yep.
But big hit from Chibi Boba King.
As you know, as a former Merkava player, Merkava is comfortable matching.
Yes.
All right, chooses to just take that. Doesn't get hit by the overhead. Doesn't get it. Oh, okay. Wow. So that was actually an interesting moment for Xavier. If Xavier had chosen to continue that, cross veil off is +3. So actually did have the advantage there, but Miller mashed out anyway. And Miller gonna finish it out here, I believe. Yeah. All right, good stuff. Miller 2-0 over Xavier. It advances probably to top 8, I think. I don't know exactly how big the bracket is, but...
Okay, so the next 5 matches after this are all top 8 qualifiers.
Oh.
They're all going to be played on stream, and then we're going to go to top 8. So
delightful.
We get an actual official top 8 over here.
I think I'm actually just going to commentate UNIST all night. I know. DBFZ is still going. Oh, my God.
That's in, like, top 8 right now.
Still going. Woo. So streamer LPZ. The reason I'm saying this is I was actually supposed to commentate Soul Calibur 6, Soul Calibur 6 Pools, which was supposed to start at 6 p.m.
I don't know what they're gonna do about Soul Calibur.
It's like 100 people, right?
Yes.
Oh
It
man.
was like 80 for that game. So I don't know how they're gonna.
Okay.
Man.
Is what it is, I guess. Wow.
You got to start DBFZ at like 8 a.m. if you wanted to
I guess,
end at a reasonable time.
Just run it through Sunday. Everyone will be really happy with you.
It's a very good
Don't
game.
do that. Don't do that.
It's a good game, and I love it a lot, but it takes a long time.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I just hope that everybody feels like they had a great experience at the end of the day.
I know I do.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. This is my first Youmacon, actually. Have you
Same
been
here,
before?
yeah.
Oh no, okay. So you're from Colorado, right?
Yes.
Did you fly out with anybody, or is it just you?
It's actually just me this year.
Wow. Okay.
There were murmurings that maybe it would be me and Ryudo, but that didn't pan out at the last second.
That's a bummer. I like Ryudo a lot. Dang.
It was kind of a cross-up because nobody was going at first, and he was thinking about it, but since no one else was going, he wasn't super interested.
Okay.
And then at the last second, I decided to go, but by then it was too late to kind of change the plans.
Yeah, that's too bad. Okay. Well,
Shout outs to my boy Ryudo.
We'll catch him next time. Are you guys going to come to Michigan Masters?
Yes.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Oh god.
Oh, hello. They actually did. All right, yeah, back to the act. So it doesn't matter, stream. You didn't need to see any of that. That's not important. So what is important is that JU has Mexican in the corner. Oh, streamer, Mexican and JU are on the opposite sides.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, so JU with a slight life lead here, just kind of playing neutral. I don't know how JU feels about this matchup. I don't know that JU knows how JU feels about this matchup because nobody plays Enkidu.
Yeah, we actually have an Enkidu player in Colorado.
Do you?
So I played against him a bit.
Okay.
And I mean, it feels like, again, I'm not the strongest UNIST player, but playing against Enkidu more so than a lot of other characters, it feels like there are a lot of points where he has to stop.
He definitely does. And he has a lot of places where he doesn't strictly have to stop, and that is literally the only reason he will ever be safe. Like, he has a bunch of stuff where basically he's minus on everything, but you don't know exactly when he's going to stop. All right. So JU running under, getting the cross under. This isn't going to kill. Oh, no, nah, it shows what I know. This should kill. Oh, kind of falls out of it there for a second. Yeah, that was interesting. Okay.
Never seen that before.
Catches it with Chaos. That's what the status condition is called. Chaos, I think.
Is it?
No, Havoc. That's he has a special counter hit state he puts you in when he armors through certain things with certain moves. It's called Havoc. It's not called Chaos. Chaos is the character I play. Although they are in Amnesia together, so they're bros. So it's conceivable Enkidu would have named something after him. All right. Doesn't bite on the green shield.
Look at the side swap on that dive kick.
JU's so willing to deploy that dive kick defensively. I hate having to deal with that from him, but crosses him up, puts him in the corner. Ooh, waits for Mexican to press a button, capitalizes, knocks him down. Ooh, catches him with the fireball into the roll. And what's the Oki? The Oki is press a button, test you. Oh, catches the counter stance. Unfortunate for Mexican, and that is game 1 to JU.
So one thing I've not seen coming from a Mexican is the non-meter DP.
Yeah?
I feel like he's a little afraid to throw that out there, and it changes the dynamic about how you have to pressure this character.
Why do you think he's afraid?
Well, I think he's afraid because I just haven't seen very much.
Well, no, I mean, why do you, if given that he's afraid, why do you think that is?
Well, I think one thing that JU has represented is that he's willing to chill for a second to bait.
Totally.
Just delay a little bit to make sure he's not getting uppercutted.
Ooh, speaking of delays, though, mashes out of the overhead, Mexican does. And gets out of the corner, 2.8K. Yeah, chain shift DP, classic.
Chain shift DP is such an amazing tool.
It's so good. All right, meter DP gets out. Oh my god, just throws out the DP without chain shift. Who needs it? That was ADP. So, the way DPs work in this game is if you have a fully invulnerable DP, you can't cancel it. But if you have a DP that's like only upper body invuln, you can actually cancel that into supers. So you'll see it's something that you'll see out of Line a lot. You'll see ADP into EX Kuga. You'll see out of Akatsuki and like Wagner a lot.
Merkava's anti-air.
Merkava does that
DP.
too.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Jay, you drive into the corner, up around
Frame
here,
trap.
and up a whole lot of life. This shouldn't kill, but will do a whole lot of damage.
It might.
Oh, it's definitely going to. Never mind. Yeah, the streamer knew before we did. Good job, streamer. And Jayu takes that 2-0 over Mexican. Qualifies for top 8.
Kudos to him.
Good job. Good job, Jayu. We're all proud of you. I'm proud of you the most, though. You're my friend. You're my friend. We might play Magic the Gathering after this. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I brought my commander decks, so I don't know.
Who do you play in Commander?
Rune of the Hidden Realm. Are you familiar?
Ooh, really?
It's a band commander. Taps and pay. So it's got 2 tap, flicker a creature until beginning of the next end step.
Interesting.
Yeah. Vigilance and trample 4/4, but that doesn't matter. You're not winning games by attacking.
Yeah.
And so it's just blink value. I don't know. It's fun. Are you enjoying this chat?
Do you join Magic the Gathering?
Do you play Magic the Gathering? Are you playing Magic the Gathering Arena right now?
Who do you play in Commander, chat?
Who's your favorite Planeswalker, chat? Is it Jace Bellerin? Because if so, I'm afraid I have to remove you from chat.
What is your favorite book and why?
Yeah.
Please write me a book report.
Are you excited for the Magic the Gathering movie that is definitely coming out eventually, chat? I'm not. All right, so I don't know. We're playing a game or something. Xavier is up against Sonic
Right,
Spear.
this is a fighting game tournament.
So the last time we saw Sonic Spear, he was in winners bracket. That was our very first. That was our very first game of the night, I believe. And now in losers bracket, I wonder who he lost to. Up against Xavier here, who we last saw playing Seth and Merkava, who Miller defeated, I think, quite soundly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is his chance to get another shot at the limelight.
To redeem himself in the eyes of the public. All right, so Sonic
Who's he
Spear.
going to pick? Going straight to Seth.
Yeah, absolutely. I really like the Seth color that's on right now, and I'm kind of sad that it's not the one that Xavier is going to pick. I just like this shade of like, what is that, like magenta?
It's pretty good.
Magenta, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we got here? That's an okay color too, I guess. I like Sonic Spear's Mika color. That's the Mika color he goes to all the time because it covers her belly, and I just am very annoyed by the fact that Mika's costume does not normally cover her belly.
Elfeld has a color scheme like that in her sign outfit.
Oh yeah.
Color 12 covers up the window in her dress.
Oh, delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little more realistic. All right, so Sonic Spear again willing to just sort of block forever. Oh, well, as I say, that gets hit. Commentator's curse, right?
Right.
All right, so
Here we go. Seth mix.
What's the Seth mix-up? The Seth mix-up is break or throw.
I think throw techs are more important in UNIST than almost any other game.
They are, which is it's good in that case that throw breaks are relatively easy in UNIST, like compared to say Guilty Gear for sure.
Right. Guilty Gears are next to impossible. You just have to predict and throw at the same time. There's no reacting.
The thing that's so important about breaking throws in this game is if you throw your opponent, you gain grid and they lose grid. But if you break the throw, you gain grid and they lose grid.
You are also at advantage if you were the one to break a grab.
Exactly, yeah. So if you're the person to initiate a grab, you are actually taking a little bit more risk than the person who has to break the grab. I mean, I guess the person breaking the grab takes the risk that they take damage. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but
I do think that even deeper than that, this is a game where things like that happen. But
oh my God,
like
goes for the cross under, runs just a little too far. Wow. Okay, so Xavier recognizing not a meaty, mashes out and gets the corner knockdown into. Oh, that's a sneaky cross up that he almost went for.
And again,
oh, okay, all right. This is gonna be 5K. Watch. No, drops the combo. All right, that combo does 5K if Sonic Spear finishes it, which he almost always does. I'm sad my boy had to deal with it like that. Oh my God, they're both grid broken. Yep,
grid does not exist.
Just do the spin move. Do the spin move.
Spin on him. Watch your head. No.
Oh, Mika. Dang it, Mika. Dude, she's gotta. I mean, that's gotta be hard to deal with that so regularly.
Yeah, the heavy.
Mika's invincible, though. Whatever. So, do you know her lore at all? I know very little about it, but I'm told that to get to Japan, she stowed away on a plane, and then it crashed into the ocean, and she made it to Japan anyway. So,
I believe it.
Yeah. So Mika's a very silly girl. I don't know.
I know her gauntlets are called Taco Bell. Not quite Taco Bell, close. And in BB tag, it sounds like she's saying Taco Bell all the time.
Taco Bell.
All the time and constantly.
Yeah.
That's the lore that's the most important.
You know what? Who's going to be the first person to take Mika-chan to Taco Bell? All right. Well, it's not Merkava. Merkava's giving her a different kind of chicken wing, and that's going to be a knockdown in the corner. Is going to set the worms. Gets a safe meaty. Doesn't. Oh my God! Sonic Spirit just tries to do something. Actually made it out of that. Didn't get comboed too bad. Looking to take grid here, does so because Chibi Boba King just gave it up. All right, gets a knockdown.
You got to watch for that super cancel.
All right, so this is going to be a comfortable 3K. And gets another, so just does 2A. This is the thing. So the thing where Mika's standing and she just kind of hits you low, that is her 2A.
Yes.
And it hits low. That one right there, yeah.
It's hard to see.
Exactly.
Important to note also, that 2A wasn't quite meaty. It was a little bit delayed in order to see if the reversal was coming out or not.
Exactly. And enough of a delay that Sonic Spear covered reversal, but not so much that that Merkava actually had frame advantage.
Right. Merkava's normals, his jabs are a bit on the slow side, so it's way harder for him to jab out of situations.
Counter hit command grab, just throws it out there, and this is going to be a big confirm. Yep.
Oh,
okay.
Safe, but it is Chibi Boba King's turn now.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Wait, now it's Chibi Boba King. I don't know what to believe anymore. All right, well, whatever. Sonic Spear rushing in the corner. Oh, breaks the guard. So Sonic Spear is not going to be able to kill because Mika's combos just prorate a lot. Wow, Desperation EX Infinite Worth from Chibi Boba King. Doesn't make it happen, and that is game to Sonic Spear 2-0. Hey, Matt, I haven't been doing a formal inventory, but have we seen any 2-1 sets? JU versus White Beast.
I think there was one.
JU versus White Beast.
Yeah, I think there was a single 2-1 set on stream.
Well, maybe that's just how it's going to be until we make top 8. I don't know. So we got Cathaticus versus Footwork here. We haven't seen Cathaticus on stream yet, but Cathaticus is a, I want to say Toledo, so northwest Ohio, Aurier player.
So Aurier Gordeau, huh?
Aurier and Gordeau are who we're going to see here. Cathaticus is a good player, has made it out of pools, or made it very nearly out of pools in a number of events now. Teamed with me at the UNIST 4v4 at CO Otaku. Did pretty well, although we lost the first round. It'd be that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
That is how it be, as they say.
The mean streets of UNIST.
Yeah, exactly. Goes for ups for yellow Aurier, a little caution sign.
Get that banana dress going.
Banana, yeah, exactly.
Aurier's an interesting character.
Yo, she's about to peel Gordo apart. Haha, haha. Yeah, no, Aurier is an interesting character, by which I mean Aurier has Divine Thrust.
Yeah.
All right, so I think they're going straight into it. Yep. Ooh, misses the pickup. That's actually an unusual drop for Cathaticus. Maybe a little bit nervous.
Match,
probably just getting used to it. It'll be fine.
There's the orb.
Yep. Divine Thrust. Divine Thrust. Divine Thrust.
So it's important to note she's not plus after that, but she is very, very safe.
Yeah, exactly. She's sufficiently safe that it's kind of risky to just throw out other stuff. Okay, but opens up Cathaticus with the low. And ooh, drops the end of the combo into the Mortal Slide Rekka.
And now it's Gordeau's turn to mix.
Ooh, that is a frame. So if you shield the copter, the low copter 2-2A, you actually have an opportunity to mash out of that shoulder check, but it's like hard. You know how it is.
There's the throw tech, so it's going to be Gordeau's turn,
yep.
And Footwork will take the round.
Absolutely. So that's a 1-0 Footwork in the first game here.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Oh, my God. That button is sometimes kind of hard to deal with. But Gordo's pretty minus after it, so if you block it, you have the opportunity to advance safely. But Kvatic is not blocking much of anything at this exact moment. So Footwork has basically one more combo he needs to get. Not going to get it just yet. Gets grid broken for his troubles off the overhead. Okay.
This time's the super a little bit.
Oh my god, a backdash out of Copter. I don't exactly know what he was going for there.
Oh no, gets 2A instead of 5A,
Ooh,
drops the
thrust.
combo.
Oh, yep. Oh my god, what a cool pickup. I think that's a Vorpal only pickup. Yeah.
The jump won't be fast enough unless you're in Vorpal.
Okay, gets hit by the overhead. That overhead is unblockable, as we all know. Okay, going for spooky stuff. Okay, yep, Divine Thrust. Frame trap you. Kvaticus up a game here, and this is the final round here. Oh, okay. I got excited when I saw that green shell. I was like, that's mine. Ooh, tries to backdash again, but this time Footwork's ready for it. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, Kvaticus is out of the corner. Good job, Kvaticus.
It all works out.
It all works out in the end. All right, yep, calls out Force Function with Divine Thrust, calls out doing anything with Orb, and this is going to be a knockdown combo into whatever Kvaticus wants to do. Auria's set play is, like, pretty good, but it's not that fancy. It's not like Hilda or Chaos fancy, right?
Right, it's a lot of either setting the orb or doing J2C safe jump setups.
Exactly, and then doing, like, amazing frame traps. Okay. Sacred Spire's out, and that is going to be pretty even life. Oh my god,
no,
catches the backdash with Grim Reaper, and that is the first game to Footwork.
Going up 1-0, feeling good.
So I don't feel like that was like particularly commanding victory. Like,
and no, it wasn't a blowout.
No, not at all. So I think Kvaticus definitely saw some life in here. Sometimes you run forward and you get 5 seed. It's just the way of life.
It just is how it is.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes you take 3K from Gordo and he steals your grid bar.
Tie goes in, tie goes out.
Can't explain that.
Here we go, post-assimilation mix-ups, 2C, OS.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it gets reset with the overhead, and that round is over. I don't even think he had to spend that meter. I think he just wanted to.
Okay, that round a little bit more of a blowout.
It happens sometimes. That's video games. But Kvaticus making a swift recovery here. Ooh, gets the side switch back into the corner. Does a sick Oki setup into overhead into about 2K here. Goes for it again. Goes for assault. Tries to TRM. Doesn't quite get it. Divine Thrust puts him back in. Oh, tries to hop a low. Doesn't quite.
Neutral.
Getting back in. Yeah, there is a gap there. Footwork made a choice of super that didn't get him out of it, unfortunately. Oh, okay. Frame traps with Auria's sweep are very, very good. Goes for the cool combo ender.
Not quite enough.
Not quite enough, but it's okay. Ooh, yep, there it is. There it is. All right, Kvaticus definitely still alive. I think that was almost as convincing as the round before it.
Absolutely.
So whatever happens next happens. All right, so finds I think that was 5B, 5C? I think that was 5C. And, punishes the Divine Thrust with a sweep.
A very slick conversion.
All right, so Veil Off doesn't deal with the Veil Off.
Veil Off straight into set play ball.
Blocks the overhead, doesn't block the second overhead, doesn't matter. Has to hold this, chooses not to. Says, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
I want to be in the corner.
Is punished for it, yeah. All right, blocks the lows. Ooh, gets assimilated. That happens sometimes. Welcome to Gordo. And that is going to be big damage. Back into the corner. Ooh, doesn't block the low 2C. Tries to do something, and that is going to be not the end of Kvaticus. Kvaticus has another chance. Has exactly one chance, really. Blocks the overhead this time. I don't know what the plan is now. Oh my God! Oh, that could have been something.
The plan is to try to open him up before that 5% meter makes it 100%.
Ooh,
and Gordo gets reversals. It's time. There it is.
There it is.
As expected, the reversal came out.
All right, Footwork advances to top 8. Kvaticus not quite there just yet. I don't know if that was winners or losers bracket, but I thought that was a pretty good performance from Kvaticus anyway. So, just the way of things that sometimes you lose even when you're playing well.
Sometimes Gordo done it.
Sometimes Gordo does it. Yes.
He had to do it to you.
Yeah. You know he had to do it to you. Awesome. Okay.
If anyone is just tuning in now, this is Youmacon Battle Opera 2018.
Yeah, welcome to Youmacon Battle Opera 2018, where we are playing Under Night In-Birth X, latest for the PlayStation 4, also available for the PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita, and PC via Steam.
Buy it with your money.
Yeah, you could pay money for this if you wanted to.
It's crazy.
It's pretty great. All right, so they're just doing button checks here. This is Deep Dank versus Genesis DC. So Deep Dank, the Hyde player we saw earlier. Genesis DC, the Phonon player we saw earlier. So if you were just guessing, who do you think's going to win this game?
If I knew nothing about the players and just had to guess based on the characters, I would say Batista.
You think? Not Batista, Phonon. Sure. Phonon.
In my brain,
Understood.
I mean, answer's probably similar. Phonon is a very dominating character, and Phonon can deal with orbital. Phonon can deal with high normals.
Yep.
Like, that's the big question in the neutral in that matchup. A, can you deal with orbital? And if the answer is yes, Hyde has to work a lot harder to keep you out.
I think so, yeah. So one thing I just want to comment on before the players actually get down to business here. They chose Mika's theme, Forceful Step, or in the English version, Mighty Stride, as their game music here. And I just want to say, I think that was a good choice. I quite like that song.
Agreed.
The music metagame in Under Night is very important. It's a little bit like arguing over like In and Out over Five Guys. Like people will have very strong opinions about it.
Right, and
I don't know if they're playing right
everyone
now.
thinks Nanasei's theme is McDonald's, basically.
You know what? I like Nanasei's theme. I think it's fine. I think Nanasei's theme is a lot more like I don't know, what's a mid-tier fast food chain? Like
Burger King, maybe.
Jeez, really? McDonald's is better than Burger King for sure, my dude.
Oh man, we're unironically in the discussion.
Oh my God! You know what? We have to.
Backdash.
No. We're commentating a video game. We can't talk about this right now. All right, so Deep Dank won. Good job, Deep Dank.
You did it.
All right, we're all very proud of you. Except Genesis is kind of my boy, so I kind of feel like I have to vote for Genesis here. All right, so let's go Genesis. Okay, makes it safe with the super, finds his way in, but Deep Dank finds his way out with a timely mash into drops the combo, and Genesis DC willing to mash right back, trading 2As, trading small combos. Oh my God! Oh
wow.
My God! That is such a smart answer to change of throw. I can't even believe that. But not capitalizing on it once again. Genesis DC gets the side switch this time.
There it is. TK Fireball. Welcome to the corner.
We got fun and games, specifically for me. I have fun and games.
Gets the grid break.
Okay, yep, finds a timely DP. That's a really smart DP, knowing that Hyde is probably going to press something there. And blocks the overhead 2, mashes out Genesis DC, keeping it even here in the first game. DPs.
Nice fire.
Ooh, it gets him with the safe jump.
Yeah, keeping it at that nice mid-range game that Genesis DC wants to be at.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping Hyde's pokes away from Phonon. That is so important because Hyde's pokes are very, very good. But Phonon is one of the very few characters who gets to outrange him at his own game.
Yeah, Phonon doesn't have to kind of deal with the stuff that makes Hyde very good a lot of the time.
Exactly. Can kind of obviate it. Now Hyde, I mean, has amazing offense, amazing pokes. It's not like he can't make things happen, but Phonon it gets to be such an impressive character, as you see right there.
Right.
Yeah. First game to Genesis DC. I think pretty comfortably in that last round.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is also important to mention that even if Phonon forces you to block for a very long time in this game, blocking for a long time is good. You get a lot of meter, you get grid.
Yeah. It's part of the sort of matrix of choices you have to make when you're on defense. Like where blocking for a long time isn't always a bad thing. It might be a bad thing depending on what your strategy for the next few seconds is. But your strategy can absolutely just be to hold this.
Right. If you're willing to wait until you get a chain shift and sit on having a DP chain shift and a bunch of meter, it can be a good strategy to block for a long time. But
well, Deep Dank's strategy right now is to do a lot of damage without taking much, and it was working pretty well for him until about a moment ago.
Yeah, he should have kept doing it.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
You know what? Honestly, Deep Dank looking a little weak right now. Didn't stick to his strategy, but you know what? Made it happen anyway. Made it happen anyway. You know what? Good job, Deep Dank. Right, blocks the overhead. Blocks the thing. Thinks he can mash out. Cannot. Sorry, Deep Dank. And this is going to be knocked down roughly into the corner. Just jumps back, does fireball. Frame traps, puts him back into the corner. Ooh, drops the combo. An unfortunate drop. I believe Deep Dank actually had enough time to punish there. Oh my gosh, goes over the... That was an interesting choice to 2C in that specific situation.
Tries to challenge after EX Orbital. Once again, also an incorrect thing to do.
Yes. All right, so has the throw combo this time. And that's going to be about 2K. Nice. Yep, catches him with the veil off. Super projectile to force his way in.
A match of very plus on block projectiles.
Yeah, exactly. A match of very plus on block projectiles and very big, annoying normals. High priority normals. Oh my gosh. Deep Dank totally... So this is exactly what we were talking about, right? Just blocking for a long time. Gets chain shift. Oh my gosh. And Genesis DC goes over the point blank orbiter. Oh my gosh. And gets poked out, and Deep Dank takes it 2-0 here in the second game. We are going to a game 3, folks. Who's excited for game 3? I'm excited for game 3.
I am.
Matt, thank you for being excited for game 3 with me.
No problem.
Thanks, dude.
I got you.
I got you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. All right, they're going into it. All right, how's it start? Yeah. The answer is Phonon uses her oppressive round start options to grid break Deep Dank. That's how it starts.
Yes.
Pretty good way to start, honestly.
I mean, if I had to make a guess that a Phonon player would use the very good round start button, I think it would be a safe one.
Yeah, I mean, if I saw that bet on, like, Vegas, like, I'd take that bet. I don't care what the odds are. That's a pretty safe bet in my mind.
All right. Can't be bad.
Can't be bad. All right, but Deep Dank comes out of it with Vorpal anyway. We're going to need to make something happen here. We're going to have it for the second cycle, too. So going to have big boosted damage here. Doesn't quite finish that one. Throws into the corner. Ooh, catches with 6-6C. Can't do anything there, Genesis DC. Wow, doesn't finish that with a super, unfortunately. Oh, and that is big pressure in the corner. Genesis DC looking at the end of his life here, watching his life flash before his eyes. Oh, my gosh.
Good conversion. Ooh, a bit of a drop at the end. Going to give Genesis DC a chance to start his own.
All right, so Genesis DC confirming. Gets 3K. I like that throw. Takes the first grid. Do you know what Phonon's Vorpal trait is?
Enlighten me.
No, I'm asking.
Oh, no, I'd forgotten.
Bummer. Okay, well, one of her Vorpal, quote, traits, unquote, is jump A is really, really fucking fast. And you just saw Genesis DC go for basically an instant jump A overhead. Yeah. All right, so this is the last round here. Whoever wins this wins all the marbles. And ooh, a quick jumping back jump B is gonna start the round really nicely for Genesis DC. Is that jump C? It might have been jump C. Yeah, I think it was jump C.
Good chain shift DP.
Okay. Yep, chain shift DP. A classic. Ooh, non-chain shift veil off. Wake up veil off. How will Genesis DC spend this? The answer is not at all, actually. Yeah, no, the answer is just plain neutral with the threat of super. I like it.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't find a great opportunity to dump that meter.
And you got to be honest about that, right? You got to not try and force it.
Yeah, because it can be a big mistake to just try to spend it just to spend it.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless you're, I mean, yeah. So Genesis DC, basically a combo away here. Oh my God, blocks the veil off, and there it's going to be. If Genesis DC doesn't block this, has Vorpal to make it easier. Yeah, it takes it. Nice job to Genesis DC, taking it over Deep Dank, advancing the top 8.
Deep Dank had such strong momentum going for a while there.
Yeah, I know. It really looked like in that game 2, like that was pretty dominant. A really strong offensive showing in the first round of game 3 as well. So I don't know quite how Genesis DC cooled him. I know that he was doing a lot of more jump back aerials, just willing to just wait it out.
He slowed the game down
quite a bit. Yeah, I think so too.
And one thing that Deep Dank was getting a lot of mileage out of before was he would just sit there blocking ground strings until he basically had like 9 diamonds.
Yep.
And took control of both the grid and the meter. And the last round, like you were saying, he was Genesis was jumping back more.
Yep.
Being a little more aerial, making it a lot more difficult for Deep Dank to just kind of chill until he had a million resources.
Yep. Yeah, forcing Deep Dank to make decisions about how to get his resources instead of just sitting there and waiting for it, right?
Right, and when you have to make decisions, it opens you up to making mistakes.
Exactly. So stuff like, getting your assault stuffed, or going for a throw that your opponent subsequently breaks, or risky shields, stuff like that. And I think Genesis DC did a really nice job capitalizing on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very impressive. He was able to recognize what was going on, like what his opponent was taking advantage of, and change up that in particular.
Yeah.
It's very good presence of mind and self-awareness.
Totally. I agree completely. So we have now Spender, again a Byakuya player from Michigan, versus Cathaticus, an Ori player from Ohio.
I gotta be honest, I love watching Byakuya.
Yeah?
That character in motion is well, I'm a Guilty Gear player, right? It's a very Guilty Gear sort of thing.
Absolutely.
Defense in this game, for most characters, isn't about unreactable high-lows.
No, it's about making choices.
Right, but Byakuya is a lot closer to the Guilty Gear side of stuff, where once you get knocked down, you have this unreal initial mix-up that you have to deal with.
It's like her, Seth, Byakuya, him, Seth, and Hilda. Who can all kind of do that to you. I think.
And Hilda is like kind of weak, so you don't see a lot of people playing her.
Exactly.
So 1 out of the 3 just doesn't get represented at all.
Yeah, although, well, you see actually a fair amount of Hilda, I think, at the top level. There's like, all right, well, I guess I can't name any other than Liam right now. Shoutouts to Liam, my boy from Kentucky. I'm excited to see him at Climax. What's up, Liam? If you're watching the stream right now, I think you're really cool. All right, so I think Spender's doing really cool things right now. Carrying Cathaticus all the way to the corner. Has enough for super. Chooses not to spend it. Just chooses to reset. Finds a reset. Oh, and we have Nanase's theme, I think. Yeah, we do.
I wonder if they heard us.
Gamer gang. Weed. That's sorry. That's a little joke for Spender if he's watching the VODs later. I apologize. Yeah, I think Spender shows this song, is my opinion.
Good. Thank you,
right.
Spender.
Good job, Spender. Spender, I actually like this song, so thank you.
I used to commentate a lot of net play BB tournaments,
okay.
And I would tell the players to pick Must Die basically every round. And sometimes they do it. It felt good.
Oh, man. You know what? It's good to know that you're a force of chaotic evil in the world, Matt. Must die. Oh, my God. All right. Well,
yeah,
all right,
speaking of chaotic evil, Byakuya set play.
Cathaticus whiffs a thing, and Spender punishes with a full combo into the corner. Blocks the low. Ooh, catches him with the sweep. And now...
side swap.
Now it is Spender who is in the corner. Haha. So how will Spender defend here? The answer is not at all. That overhead is pretty unblockable for the first couple times, I think. Didn't quite get the chain shift in time to convert off that instant overhead. And we are going to see... Oh, no, never mind. We're back to neutral. Oh, catches him with just the fucking giant persona.
It's her stand.
Yeah, that's Akihiko's 5C. Every time I see that, I'm just like, that's Akihiko's 5C. All right, so wow, Spender actually might have been able to kill there, but now it is Cathaticus who will do the kill.
God, that hurts.
Yeah.
So that is the sort of thing that can very easily tilt a player going into the next game.
Right. Yeah. I can't believe I just get hit by fucking wake up super.
Straight back into it.
Wow.
Yeah, he just. Right. I've been in that mindset where I'm like, I just want to play the next one.
Right. And it's not the right thing to do.
Yeah, there's something to be said for going back to character selection in that situation.
Totally.
But
Spender chooses not to. Spender's confident. Spender knows what he wants out of life, you know? And that's important. Okay. Oh, Divine Thrust knows what it wants, and what it wants is its opponent's blood. Ori, wielder of the Soul Edge, puts Spender in the corner. Danzai. All right. Danzai. Goes for more Orb Oki. So I'd like to see Spender teching forward out of that. If you tech forward, you escape that. Nobody's done that to Cath all night, which is curious to me.
There's kind of 2 versions of the Orb Oki. There's the one where you do it while they're in the air and you can tech forward, and the grounded version after 2C where late tech beats A Orb and quick tech beats B Orb. So Orb is never a guaranteed Oki setup.
No. And Cathaticus has just been doing the one the whole night.
Because no one's told him to stop.
Exactly.
You were talking about that earlier, that the opponent has to be the one to prove they're going to stop you from doing stuff.
Ooh, drops the combo. An unfortunate drop for Spender, but it doesn't matter. Jump 2C, picks it up again. I see jump 2C. Oh my God, I can't believe that picked up off that stray hit. It's Ori, though. Ori is a fucked up character. But Byakuya is a pretty fucked up character, too. And we're about to see why with an unreactable mix-up coming up here, or nearly unreactable. Oh my gosh, baits off the veil off. But Sacred Spire's out. And what's Spender going to do with this chain shift?
That was unfortunate. After getting the hit, it pushed him into Orb, which made the combo drop.
Oh, no. Okay, so we just saw Spender mashing shield. I think Spender was looking to spend CS, and unfortunately could not do so.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's too bad. That's too bad. All right. Good stuff to Cathaticus. Advances to top 8.
Man,
So that was the last qualifier for top 8.
Okay.
So I'm going to take like a minute intermission. That way it's easier for me to get it all together.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
So I can give you guys the top 8 in the chat, and I'll give it to you right here too.
Okay.
Let me pull it up really quickly. So top 8 is Giuseppe, Miller 2B, Sonic Spear, White Beast, Footwork, JU, and Genis DC. And Cathaticus. Yeah, who we just saw.
So
okay,
I was not scheduled to be commentating top 8.
Okay.
So I may or may not be stepping off here. So if I do, it was a pleasure.
Dragon Ball's
to
about to be over.
It was a pleasure
They're in grand finals right now.
Ooh, I'm staying here. I mean, they can.
If I don't end up leaving, well, I'm looking forward to more.
All right, sounds good. I'll shake your hand only if you leave, so it's not awkward. You ever say goodbye to someone and then walk in the same direction?
Way? Yeah,
it's the worst. It's the worst. So I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to put you in that position. We'll just hang out for a minute.
So it's going to be a 20-minute break. It's going to be at 8 o'clock, so I'll leave the stream on for you guys. Not much really going on. But 8 o'clock will be top 8. It's actually a good time.
I wanted to mention it because if you replace me with a person, I don't really love. I literally don't have any. I just knew I wasn't on this week. I would love to stay on. I really enjoy this. I know you know that whenever you commentate with someone you've never commentated before, there's always